It is in the shape of a P and a key, so is
Yeah.
that what it represents? Because
Yeah.
my first thoughts, and excuse me, P, someone used to tell me the power of the P, power of the puss, is the key. And I was like, oh, that might be dope, but that may not be what it is. So correct me if
That is
I'm wrong.
interesting. You were wrong.
Okay.
Polka dot, all of the hoes in mine, all of the jury in mine, all of the business.
Welcome to another episode of Raw First Class. I'm your host, LIVI D, and today we have a fashion designer in the building. We have Princeton. Welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, no problem.
So, you have this brand called Le Fresh.
Yes.
All right. So, tell me a little bit about that and how that came about.
So how it came about is when I was in high school, I used to turf dance. And yeah, all that. So when I used to turf dance under the name Fresh Prince, and there were some guys that I went to high school who used to spell fresh like PH. And when they all graduated, they were like, we're not going to do anything with the name really. So I started using it, and I had surgery, and I came back and I had on a t-shirt that I thought nobody was going to have on. And I went to school and hella people had the same t-shirt on, and from there, it kind of just took off. So I seen a artist speak at our school named Johnny Cupcakes. It's another brand. And hearing him speak just kind of inspired me to start my own brand. And ever since then, it's honestly been going. Like, just everything in my mind, it's all about my brand. It's like, yeah, so
Cool.
that's how that goes about.
All right.
Yeah.
So, is that when you first realized you wanted to become a fashion designer?
Yeah, honestly. Like, after that, it kind of took off. I've always been into fashion. I've always been, like, having my own style and just kind of being hip to all the latest fashion. I don't know, now fashion's taking its own stroll, but now I'm trying to stick to what I do. Like, you know, I really stick to brand t-shirts because that's what I grew up on. And I feel like a lot of brand t-shirts now are just kind of putting anything on t-shirts. So I kind of changed my message. Like, ever since I started my brand, I've always wanted to work with kids. And my whole goal was to open up a youth center. That's kind of still lingering in the back of my mind. Because I feel like kids don't really know what they want to do nowadays. So I wanted to supply them with a space to actually be able to try something and do it. So, you know, you never know what you do until you try it. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
you know, that's what it's about. That's
Okay.
kind of the inspiration behind it. And
Oh,
it
I
still is
love
the inspiration behind it.
it.
So,
I love
you know, that's why my logo is a key. I want to, like, bring up something that always kind of stuck with people. And I kind of see it as you never forget your keys. So, you know, you leave the house, you check all your pockets, you got your keys, you got your phone, you got your wallet, you know, you out the house. So.
Okay, well, speaking of your logo, so how long have you been working on this clothing line?
Since like 2009, June, April 2009. Yeah, that's around the time like I seen Johnny Cupcake speak, and then it just impacted it. And everyone who's seen that guy speak, it was like, oh, we all got to start a brand. And then it's like, you can't really just start a brand like that. Like, just pumping out t-shirts just to get them out, just to say you got them. I don't feel like that's the right way to brand yourself. And I don't think people are really trying to brand themselves. They're just trying to make the quick money. And I feel like in fashion, you're not going to make the quick money unless you got something that's not really ever been shown before, which is hard nowadays.
Or maybe newly trendy.
Newly trendy.
And then you change it up a little. Oh, this is even doper or something like that. Yeah.
But how long does the trend last for?
That's why it's a trend. It only lasts for a certain period of time and fades out.
Yeah.
But it may fade back in
Fade back
10
in.
years from now.
Right? Right? So,
So when you started your business, was it just you or did you have a crew with you?
nah, it's just me.
A one-man show?
One-man show. It's still just me. I got people that I rock with who I show ultimate gratitude. Like, I ain't never gonna say I've done this by myself. So shout out H&F Screen Printing. That's been my dog. I've been printing with him since the garage. You know, like, I tell him every time we be talking all the time, I'm like, man, when this takes off, dog, we gonna take off. Like, this ain't just me by myself on this end of the stick, but everything else, it's all been me. Just inspiration from the people around me growing up, you know, everybody that I talk to.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
that's dope. That's
putting it all in the work is
That's
just,
dope.
yeah.
How would you, as a fashion designer, how would you describe your own style? And does it in any way come into when you're styling your own clothing?
Well, I could just say I ain't bought a t-shirt in probably like 3 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your brand is your style.
Yeah, my brand is my style. Like, I do distressing. I do a lot of different fashion things. I know how to sew. I dibble and dabble and everything just so I know. But my fashion is my style's all over the place. Like, sometimes I like to just dress up. Sometimes I like to just be casual and comfy. It really depends on the time and the place. And I'd say I'm a show out a little bit, you know, depending on the place. But not like, I don't really buy jewelry, so I don't really shine like that. So it just really depends on the style, like color pop, knowing how to mix and match. You know, I used to match when I was younger like crazy, like to the T. Red, white, and blue hat, red, white, and blue shoes, red, white, and blue shirt, like all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah, it used to be bad. Wow. But now it's like, oh, no, I can't do that. Yeah, it's a lot. So now it's like, you know, I know how to do like color palettes and, you know, how to blend certain colors together and make sure they match together. So that's what I like to add when I do my brand itself and when I do photo shoots, you know. So I've worked up with a lot of makeup artists, so they know how, I tell them like what colors I want and they hook it up. So, you know, it's cool.
So everybody need everybody.
Everybody
makeup
need
artists,
everybody.
Designers, fashion. Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, and that's why I mean like everybody could get it.
Yeah.
Everybody needs each other in some way, and I feel like everybody thinks that somebody's out to get them or somebody's holding out. So it's like, let's just all get it together. By the time we know it, we all gonna be chilling somewhere. Yeah. You know, making moves.
On some beautiful water.
On some beautiful water.
As a clothing designer, do you feel like you need to stay up on the most trendy things, or do you just do your own thing?
Nah, you definitely gotta stay up on the most trendy things because that's what sells. The trend makes the most money until the trend dies. But it's really about following. If you're gonna follow the trend, that's a secret. Oh. A brand secret. I just thought about it. I was gonna say it, and I was like, nah, I can't say that. That's a little too much game. But
oh well, don't hold nobody back. Sprinkle us with some gems. Give us a little something, a little dizzle dazzle. If you don't want to, that's fine.
Nah, I say the hardest part about it is not really staying up with the trends, because a lot of people stay on the trend and it's like, oh, like right now, like the bags, the man bags. Oh yeah. Those are the ones right now. So a lot of people are hopping on the trend right now. Like you should have been on the trend.
Oh, okay.
The trend, that's not how trends work. You know, then you become a fad. You're in with the fad. The trend lasts, like, just an example, like 6 months. A fad is the last 2-3 months of that. Oh, okay. You know, and then once the fad is over, it's already a bust. Everybody's already paid the top dollar for whatever everybody wanted, and now you're just kind of just in the midst of it all. And now you just spent all that money. Now you got to hop on the next trend and try to recollect.
That's funny that you said that, because speaking of the bags, I had seen that probably some months ago, and it wasn't common as much as it's common now. And so I was just like, wow, like now that you said it, that kind of makes sense. Like, oh, okay, yeah.
That's that brand game.
Yeah, I was just like, because I was like, why do people got bags across their chest? And then I'm like, okay, and then I see it again. It's like every other picture I might see on social media, you have somebody posing with a bag across their chest.
Like that's just not my style.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing it.
It reminds me of a fanny pack.
Yeah.
But just
that's what it is. Some people just put fanny packs and strap it across, which is cool. Like I met this guy, Jay Gavins. I met him. I did another interview and he was there, and he does a lot of sews, and he made me a bag, and he just made it out of all raw material. He just goes stuff and cuts it up and makes a bag. But he's like, oh, I wear a fanny pack because I got asthma. So, you know, like, I got a reason. So, like, he's like, that's why I started making hella bags, because it's like, damn, I don't always want to wear this bag. The same one. Or I don't like the way this zips, or I don't like how this holds something. So he's like, started making my own. And from there, and after he did that, it was like a few months later, everybody started having bags. It's like, damn, he was already on it. We should have hopped on that. But, next time. He's still doing his thing, so I respect it. So, you know, it was just cool meeting him and actually talking to him and seeing his experiences about things.
Okay, cool. when people are wearing your clothing, how do you want them to feel?
Like I said, they could do anything. Like, I have the power to open my own opportunities. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. They feel like they need somebody else to do something else, but it really starts with you. You got the power to do anything that you want to do. So you just got to put the work and time into it. Nothing comes fast, nothing comes easy. Some people catch stuff on the easy, on the fly, but you know,
that's not for everybody.
That's not for everybody. Some people actually got to work for what they want.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, I'm touching this shirt. Those warrior characters?
Characters?
You're welcome.
Are you a fan?
Hey, who's down with you?
He must be.
You're welcome.
First off, this one cool. You know, you over here setting up. I want your
straight.
Same color.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
I like you right in front of you.
This is BS. This is BS right here. All right. So we have some of your lovely T-shirts here. Tell us a little bit about them.
These are just a few designs. So there's. She likes that one. That's her favorite.
Not
she
the
told
one
me.
for me, y'all.
So
you know, I just want to. Okay, this is cute.
I mean, you don't have to hold it up if you really don't want to.
I mean,
pretty much the inspiration behind it is just original artwork. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like just keeping in mind of these are actually pictures of the Warriors, and then the idea came from just that's who they are right now. They're the Power Rangers. You know, they're doing
the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, in a sense of tapping in with people my age.
Okay.
You know, so it makes sense for them.
All right.
You know, this is where I'm from. It's the Bay Area, and in a sense, this was a fad T-shirt. You know, and it was just something that I thought was funny. Like, all right, you know, everybody's saying Bay, 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 this. So I made one T-shirt, and everybody's like, what? Let me get one. And then I was just like, what? Why not keep making them? You know, who doesn't like Disney?
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's like, what? They don't really notice that it's Disney letters. It's just Disney attracts people's eyes. You know.
That's why they got that money.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
So, yeah. Don't ask me about Kanye.
You gonna cry?
I ain't gonna cry. He just said some ignorant ass shit. I'm like, fuck, man. You're too much of a creative genius to be talking like this, and you're inspiring so many people to be talking like this. And you know, it might relate to some people, and that's why I don't want to talk like that.
I just feel like it's gonna backlash on us.
It's
like people are gonna start saying like it was a choice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, is it a choice if you got a gun to your head to live or die? Like, is that really a choice?
Man, all right. On that topic, on the choice topic, that's what I mean. He said that ignorant shit. Like, slavery is a choice. Was a choice. That's ignorant as fuck. But if you listen to what else he's saying, besides the ignorance, you know, I got to make that clear because people are like, "What you isn't?" No,
they hear that and they just lose it.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with him, but I'm agreeing with the choice that we have now. And now it's kind of he could have not said that and still kind of went with what he was going, and people would have been like, "Oh, Kanye, you're fucking smart for that," you know, and that's what kind of fucked it up.
Yeah,
you know,
he was on. It was his approach.
His approach. He shouldn't have said that. That was the dumbest shit ever. Like, hands down.
Yeah.
For anybody to say. Like, that was a choice. But the choice of being slavery to the mind now and, like, doing all this shit because everybody else is doing it, I feel 100% because he's a free thinker. You know, you got, like, think freely. Like, it doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. You're going to think what you want to think. No matter what, you get all these inspirations, you're still going to think what you want to think.
That's just having your own opinion.
That's just having your own opinion.
Yeah.
But not everybody has their own opinion anymore. Just like common sense ain't common no more.
Common sense has probably never been common.
Yeah, you're right.
So you spoke a lot on advice. Is there any advice you can give out to a young lady, a young man who's out there trying to pursue the same things you are pursuing?
don't turn down opportunities that you feel like will make a better outcome, even though the income's not there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think that's really big because that you said that, and I thank you, because I feel like a lot of people in our generation, they look for the fast cash.
Fast cash.
And the OGs used to always say, y'all are a microwave generation. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's coming true. Like, we want things quick. We want things fast.
Yep.
And it's only getting worse because the younger technology and all that. But it's true. Like, if the opportunity is not showing that there's going to be money coming in, we don't take it.
We don't take it at all.
Nah.
Yeah. So that'll probably be my biggest advice
I like
as
that.
now. So.
Okay, cool. So, where can we find you on social media? Also, where can we purchase merch?
You can purchase merch at lafresh.com. You can follow me on all social media at just @lafresh, or on Snapchat at Mr. Lafresh. So that's where it works.
Okay.
Got to keep everything the same. Can't be mixing it up.
All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of Raw First Class. I want to thank our guest, Princeton, so much for stopping by. Make sure you follow him on all social media outlets and cop all his merch, all right? Also, like, subscribe to this video. I'm your host, LIVI D, and we out.